way to kick off filming some eyeshadow palettes in 2025 with a new indie brand. Indie brands are my absolute favourite when it comes to eyeshadow, especially smaller ones, and especially when they are UK based. And here today we have the Poppy and Fluff Cosmetics Indigo Dreams palette. This is the first launch from the brand. Steph, the owner, is lovely and she very kindly gifted me this palette. And it's going to retail for £28. And the inside colour story is definitely a bit of me. We've got purple, blue, green and some beautiful looking shimmers. It's got 12 shades and 4 of them are shimmers. So it is a more matte heavy palette, which I appreciate. We do have a black in here for depth. We have some pastel tones for lightness and mid-tones for blending out shades. I like that we've got the different shimmer options as well, because I can see one of them is a little bit shifty here. This one sort of goes from like a pinky purple to a green, so that is really cute as well. But like I say, without having swatched it and just looking at it, they look beautiful. It's going to be interesting when I do the swatches, but let me show you those now. Now I will link all of the launch details as well as the website where you'll be able to pick this up down below and the Instagram. So let's dive into a makeup look. I'm so glad that the first filming I get to do for this year with makeup is with an indie brand. And like I say, trying a new indie brand as well is just like an extra special treat. And the owner, Steph, she did own a previous makeup brand, but she's cut ties with that one now. So this is her venture, her new little baby, and it's exciting to be able to try the first release from this brand. I'm still looking a little bit dry and a little bit because I'm still recovering from the flu, to be honest. It's lingering on. So looking at this palette, the artwork is really pretty on the front. Like, I like the theming, and inside we've got names like Playtime, Long Walks, Kisses and Affection. I really want to play, I think, with the purples and this blue. And as for shimmers, I still have no idea because all 4 of them look really, really nice. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Indigo, which is the deeper purple. So taking Indigo first. Ooh, that is a nice shade and it matches my top. So I'm just going to start by pressing this in. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do more than one look today with this palette, but like I say, I had been suffering with the flu. I was planning to film a lot more than I actually have, and it's just really annoying that all my time off over Christmas has been infected with the flu. And when I'm trying a new formula and a new brand, I don't like to do something too crazy and out there and, you know, Instagrammable. I like to test the formula, so I'll just do a kind of basic look that's sort of easy for me to see what the formula is like that I'm working with. So that has gone on beautifully pigmented. I now want to use the shade Devotion, which is the lighter purple beneath it. And I'm going to connect up through the crease with that shade. And I will use a little bit of this Devotion shade as well, just to blend out that indigo shade. So I'm just going to start to press it on the edges before I start to work on a blend. Just pressing it in. That Devotion shade is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of indigo to work on a blend between the two now, but shades like Devotion really make me happy. I just love the tone of purple that it is. I think it goes really nicely with this indigo shade. Ugh, this is coming together really nicely. The blend is looking good, and I think I want to pop that blue toward the inner corner just for a little bit more contrast. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be light enough for my inner corner on my skin tone, but I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway. So taking the blue shade called Affection, which is a very nice pastel baby blue. Maybe it's more of a baby blue than a full-on pastel. I don't know. And I don't want to take too much. I'm not packing it on to get the most pigment. I just want a little wash of colour there because, like I say, I don't know if it's quite light enough for me. And have it leading into that gorgeous purple shade. And for shimmers, we have options. So Playtime looks to be a shifty one. Ooh, that is a gorgeous blue, and it definitely does have pinky purple reflect to it. That could be stunning. Then there's Loyalty, which is sort of a deeper blue with definitely a pink shift. Oh, how am I going to choose? Pure Love. Oh, that's cute. That looks like a bit of a toppery shade. And then there is Catch. That's shifty as well. That's kind of like, is it like a purple to a yellow? How am I going to choose? I feel like we'll go from Catch into Loyalty. So picking up Catch first and spraying it. I am running out of brushes, so this is too big for the job that I'm doing, but I need to clean them. Ooh. Okay. Okay, that is a stunning shade. I feel like it's a toppery shade that can definitely be built up more to be opaque. Ugh, well, that escalated things. Then I think I'm just going to take Loyalty on my finger because, like I say, I'm running out of brushes. I do need to clean them. I need to stop procrastinating with it. Okay, those shades are literally stunning, but I'm going to go in with a little bit more of Indigo just to go over the very edge where the shimmer and the matte meet. And I've taken Catch all over the inner corner and onto the lower lash line because I feel like she needs that moment. And this is how we're looking right now, but I'm going to jump off, do the finishing touches, and then we'll come back and see the final look and discuss my thoughts on this palette. Okay guys, so this is the finished look with Indigo Dreams. Please do let me know what you think in the comments. I really like how the look turned out. I did use some big dramatic lashes. They are from Cosmic Brushes over on their TikTok shop, and they are in the style Megan. They're in the style Megan. And I did also go in my waterline with my P. Louise and Mitchell Acid Rain paint in Ibiza, just to tie everything together. I'm loving the combination of the purple and the blue, and then that shade in the inner corner, what was that called? Catch. That is so sparkly and reflective, and I feel like it just gave everything that I needed it to. Like, I wasn't planning to put a shimmer all over the inner corner, but that one just, it needed it. And the shade Loyalty is absolutely spectacularly beautiful on the lid. That blue with that pink, it's just so interesting, especially when you combine the purple and the blue mattes. I feel like the Loyalty shade is just literally made for those tones. Now obviously there's quite a few shades that I still haven't used yet. I'm excited to use Long Walks, which is a nice green shade. We do even have a brown called Snuggles for people that want to add a pop of neutral. Like, you could literally use Kisses, Snuggles and Trouble for a more neutral look. Obviously that's not me. If I was to use Kisses, it would definitely be in conjunction with Sweetie and maybe Trouble as well. There's definitely a lot more looks I need to be doing with this palette. Like I say, I don't have time to do that in today's video, but if you check over on my Instagram, hopefully I'll have some more looks up there, because especially this Playtime shade, that looks super interesting as well in combination with the green. I'm thinking maybe these three would create a really nice look. So for a first release from the brand, Poppy and Fluff Cosmetics, I'll say I like the artwork on the packaging. I like the fact that it is a smaller palette and we don't have too many shades. It's not trying to do everything. It's a more curated colour story. I feel like the shades inside are interesting enough to keep a colour lover interested, and I like the fact that we do have more mattes than shimmers, because I feel like you can go so many different ways when you've got different mattes in a palette, and you definitely can with this palette. Just looking at it, the different combinations that you can do. I'm just staring at it thinking of more combinations in my mind as I'm looking at it. Now obviously I used 2 of the shimmers on my eye, had no issues with those whatsoever, picked up on a brush beautifully, applied with my finger beautifully, no issues at all. So if you're a little bit funny with putty type formulas and things like that, that's not this. This is a lot more easy to work with. They are beautiful, they are shifty, and they are shiny and intense. So after using 3 of the mattes, they are definitely pigmented, they definitely blend, and they're really nice. They are a little bit of a thinner formula in the matte consistency, but they do definitely do the job. It'll be nice to see how that matte formula improves over time and how things continue on with the brand, but for a first palette release, I don't think there's anything wrong with this whatsoever. The first time I'm using it and the first few shades that I've used, and I've come up with a look that I'm really, really happy with. I don't think you can go wrong. I do feel like as well with the colour story chosen, it's a bit more of a versatile palette. It's not just a one-trick pony. It's not a, you know, a safe, fully neutral palette, and it's definitely not just a monochromatic palette. You do have options in this. So if you are interested in this colour story, if you're interested in UK indie brands and trying out new UK indie brands, then why not give them a little look over on Instagram, see what you think, and I'm excited to see what else the brand comes out with. This is really exciting to watch an indie brand start off and then grow and release more products. It's just the best. So don't forget, the launch is Saturday the 11th of January at 5 PM UK time. It will retail for £28. I will have all of that information down below in the description box for you. Let me know what you think to this palette. Let me know what you think to this new indie brand. Like I say, I will hopefully have some more looks over on my Instagram soon, but I do also have other things I should be filming with also. I'm very behind because of this blue. Thank you so much for checking out this video, guys. If this is the sort of content that you enjoy, then please do consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!